And we are live. Isang mapagpalang araw po sa inyong lahat. My name is Jonas. I'm your overseas Filipino workers advocate. This is the first time I'll be trying yung mag-live dito, and let's see, baka marami tayong ma-inspire, baka marami tayong matulungan. So, what is our million-dollar question for today is, hanggang kailan ka sa abroad? This vlog is dedicated to all our overseas Filipino workers out there. Medyo pagpasensyaan nyo na yung medyo madilim ng konti, no? Because I'm actually, nasira yung Mac ko. Hindi ko masyado magamit ngayon. I'm using another laptop. Anyway, so pag-uusapan natin ngayon. But before that, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jonas. I'm a book author actually. This is my book, Overseas to Overflowing Richness, and nagsusulat din ako ng mga e-books. And I think since April, I'm already doing this vlog. So to anyone who wants to be connected, just comment in the chat button or below. I'll be connecting with you. I'll be watching your videos, and yeah, we'll be friends. Tulungan tayong lahat. So pag-uusapan ulit is just a history. I work in the Sultanate. I work in the Sultanate of Oman for almost 6 years. 5 years. 5 years and 8 months maybe. And umalis ako ng Pilipinas ng February 2014. And that's my first time na mag-abroad. Ganun palang feeling. Nakakakaba, nakakatakot. But then, I said yes. Parang na-overcome ko yung takot na mag-abroad even though I'm really scared. I still gave in because I need to support my family. So I'm the breadwinner. And just like everybody else who are working overseas, most of them they they are leaving the Philippines because of love for their family members, because they really want to support them, and because they want to build their dreams maybe. So that's the main reason why they are applying overseas. And maraming overseas Filipino workers, a lot of them experience the real hardship when you work overseas. Yung hirap na totoo, as in yung homesickness, the anxiety being away from your family members. Imagine they are living miles and miles away from you just in case something happened to them, just in case hindi mo sila makita, or just in case kahit ano man yan. It's really scary. Medyo nakakatakot pag alam mong um, anytime pwede may mangyaring masama, pwede may danger na pwedeng mangyari sa pamilya mo or pati sa'yo. I think pinaka-traumatic experience that I had is that one of my friends, um, umuwi siyang dead na, patay na, because ayun, nag-deliver, nag-bleed. So imagine, being away from their family members for months and years, tapos uuwi na lang sila na ganun ang nangyari. And also, the other way around can happen as well, na yung may mangyari masama naman sa family members mo. But then, ang dami pa rin umalis ng Pilipinas. I think it all boils down again to being sa pagmamahal nila sa pamilya nila, sa interest talaga nilang gusto nilang ma-improve ang buhay ng pamilya nila. Sacrificing yung time na malayo sila, sacrificing yung supposed to be they're spending their times with their family members, but then they are still living. So I stayed there for almost 6 years. I work as a nurse there. I work as a researcher, but then I resigned last December 2019. So that's around 5 years and 9 months, I think. 5 years and 10 months. So pinaka-favorite ko na tinatanong sa mga kaibigan kong OFW is this: hanggang kailan ka sa abroad? And actually, I've written an ebook entitled with the same question, hanggang kailan ka sa abroad? So I don't know kung ikaw. Ang problema kasi sa lahat ng mga OFWs na na-meet ko is that they don't have a concrete plan, they don't have a specific plan kung hanggang kailan nga ba sila sa abroad. Karamihan sa kanila pag tanungin mo is hindi nila alam, hanggang may pinapaaral, or may nag-comment sa akin na hanggang tumanda daw siya, doon lang siya. I don't know, maybe because of huge or big responsibilities. But anyway, may rason pa din yan. Again, going back, it's all about love. So ngayon is pag-uusapan natin paano makapag-for good sa Pilipinas. So what did I do? Ano yung mga bagay na ginawa ko kaya nakapag-for good ako? And there are series of things. There are so many things that I did, and I will be happy to be sharing it all with you right now. So first and foremost, the most important thing is about investing in you, investing in your mindset, investing in your personal development. So I'm an avid fan of personal development. I really believe that I really believe that huge change can happen in our lives if we embrace personal development. So what is personal development? It's studying a lot of things outside of your profession. So plenty of things can cover the personal development. For example, if you are not aware about your finances, about how to manage your money, then the best thing that you need to do is to study about money, to learn the basics of financial education, to learn the basics of financial literacy education. For example, you don't have any idea between assets and liability. For example, you're interested to learn about retirement and you don't have any idea, then that's personal development. You go out of your way, try to search for books, try to watch videos that you think it can help you. So that's very crucial. That's very important. And for me, you know, I really appreciate the educational system. Of course, I'm grateful that I was able to finish my degree, pero I think medyo kulang with regard to personal development. So in the different schools, they trained us to become employees. They trained us to work for other people, and your responsibility while you are working, because hindi naman pwedeng after you graduate and you venture in your own business, you try to do it on your own. Of course, you need employment so that you can have your first base to earn something and to earn money. And so after you save, maybe then that's the time that you can become an entrepreneur. But not everyone was called to become entrepreneur to start their own businesses. So a lot of selected people, only those who are brave. So going back to personal development, you have to invest in you any area of your life that you think you are lacking. Then you need to study that. For example, relationship. For example, starting a business. For example, marketing. For example, branding. For example, you want to become a freelancer, then you need to learn about freelancing. What are the job being offered? How can you monetize that? How can you earn through online jobs? You need to learn all those things. Hindi yung natulog ka tapos pagkagising mo meron na lahat yung mga bagay na yon. So for me, I was able to have my own investment. I was able to have my passive income stream. And I was able to go home. I was able to write a book. I became a motivational speaker, not because I slept and then the next day I already know everything. It will not happen. That's not the case. I spent sleepless nights trying to digest a lot of information, trying to read a lot of books, trying to listen to a lot of audiobooks, trying to watch a lot of videos, and applying them. So that's basically personal development. And a lot of Filipinos I encounter that they are not much into personal development. They don't focus much on learning new things. They spend most of their times in Facebook. They spend most of their time watching other videos, mainly prepared for entertainment. They spend their evening watching telenovelas and soaking themselves in the news, and that's what they love to do. And I believe that that's why we are lacking, because Filipinos, they love entertainment more than education. So loving entertainment means you are trying to sock, you are trying to create an illusion, right? Trying to cover up the real problem. You don't want to face that you have a problem with your finances, that you have a problem with your success. Because I really don't believe that I don't want to have money. I don't want to have more money. Of course, everyone else, they want money, but these people, they are telling, "Oh, I'm contented with what I have. This is what I have. I'm enough as long as I can eat, as long as I have a comfortable home. Then that's enough." And I think that's not the plan of God for you. I think the main plan of our Lord for you is to earn more so that you can give more, to receive more blessings so that you can bless other people more. So whenever I hear someone telling me I'm contented with this, with that, I don't think so. They are just being parang afraid, parang takot lang silang mag-act sa mga ideas nila. Because hindi naman ganoon. I mean, maraming tao hindi naman mga yan ayaw ng pera. They still want money. But then, isang aspeto lang yan ng tinatawag nating success, yung pera, because there are still other things covering that. Apart from money, there are still so many things. Okay? Going back to personal development is investing in you. What are our platforms, just to be clear? Platforms include reading books. So reading books. Another thing is we have also, apart from reading book, also attending seminars. So as for me, I spent a lot of money for my online workshops, online seminars, and even live workshop. Also, I'm even attending, and I also buy a lot of books. I need to make sure that it's part of my budget, so that because I know that maybe the next question answer to my biggest questions can be found in the next book that I will read. So that's what I believe. Apart from that, another platform is you can read a lot of video, you can watch a lot of motivational videos, speeches. We have so many here in YouTube, and it's all for free. You just need to find a way so that you can watch it. Also, your time, make a way so that you can watch inspirational videos. Another part or platform of personal development is talking to the most successful people. Whenever you had the chance to meet successful people, you know that they achieved something, then you need to engage yourself. You need to ask them how did they do it. So that's basically personal development, asking these people how they achieve success, because I'm sure that they used something why they went there. It's not luck. I believe that the most successful people, it's never about luck. Okay, it's just an illusion of hard works. Okay, hardship. There's sleepless nights and planning and executing and everything, all the doing. That's basically luck. Okay, other people think, oh, he's very lucky, he's successful, the stars in heaven aligned and he received all these things. Of course not. That's not true. The most successful people, they work hard, they had a sleepless night, they did everything so that they will achieve, they will reach whatever dreams that they have. So it's never about luck. Again, if you want to experience change in your life, you need to start with yourself, with your mindset. So success on the outside, I believe success on the outside begins with success on the inside. When you have proper education within you, when you have proper mindset, when you feed your mind with positive things, when you feed your mind with things that can empower you, things that can inspire you, then that's definitely one amazing things that's very important. Okay? So, paano makapag for good sa Pilipinas? Again, you need to embrace personal development so that you know what are the next steps that you need to do. Only in personal development that you will encounter people who will brainwash you that you are destined to become successful. Only through personal development that you can learn the ways so that you can go home. Only through personal development you can learn what are the different or specific steps that you need to do so that you can move forward, so that you can plan, you can execute whatever dreams that you have. Okay, that's number one. That's personal development, that's investing in you. Okay, another thing is, number two is you have to, another important thing when you want to go home, I actually included it in my book, is that you need to hate debts as much as possible. You need to stop borrowing, and it's really difficult when you are in debts. We have loans, you have credit card debts, it's difficult to go home. And this is one of the struggles of so many people overseas. Most of them, they want to go home, they want to start their lives here in the Philippines, but the big problem is that they mess up with their finances. They don't have enough money to use, they are also in debt, so they cannot even resign. And it's really sad, there's a war going on in Middle East, and my heart goes to these people, to this, my prayers goes to you, and I hope that you are all safe. But I think in Lebanon or what specific place, I'm not sure, they interviewed a specific overseas Filipino worker. They are asking for repatriation if they want to go home to the Philippines, but a lot of them, even if there's already danger along the way, they still don't want to go home. They don't want to go home because they are in debts, they have loans, they have bills to pay. And I believe that if you want to skyrocket your time going on, you need to lessen your parang speed of borrowing. Wag masyadong mangutang, wag masyado muna manghiram. Because it's really painful. I experienced those things. It's really difficult to decide when you are in debt. And that's one big challenge affecting a lot of overseas Filipino workers. Okay? So that's number two, hate debt. Another thing, number three, is all about emergency. Prepare emergency fund. So, to especially to a lot of people who didn't prepare money, who didn't prepare the emergency fund, or businesses who don't have businesses in the Philippines and they are only expecting to move to another venture, to work to another country, or to continue working here in the Philippines. You need to have emergency fund, and that's 6 months emergency fund. So what is emergency fund? This is a budget that you prepare just in case you are retrenched, just in case you are repatriated and you don't have any money to use, just in case, of course, some emergency happens, your money, the amount of money that you can put in a separate bank account, you will only spend that during emergency. So we're clear about it. Only during emergency. A typhoon happened, your house was destroyed by a strong typhoon, and there is a volcano eruption, and there's flooding and all these emergency things happening. Then that's the time that you can use, or you can use your emergency fund. So how much is your emergency fund? You need to have at least 6 months of your expenses or salary. So if you are spending, for example, if you are spending around 30,000 per month, that's the total amount of your amortization, your bills, then you need to have at least 180,000 pesos in your emergency fund. So you are very confident, and it will actually allow you to be peaceful. Okay, you can sleep nicely during the night because you prepared for your emergency fund. You're not worried just in case some emergency might happen. Okay, and that's the three things. And last but not the least, the most important thing, I think, that only you, that can allow you to go home at peace, is preparing your investment for passive income. So if you don't have any passive income right now, you need to prioritize those things. So the problem with a lot of overseas Filipino workers is that when they are earning huge amount of money abroad, what they are doing is they focus more on liabilities instead of assets. What are the difference between asset and liabilities? Liabilities is that you spend money, and then you will never earn from it. So that's liability. Example, you buy a laptop. For example, you buy a car. Example, you build a house, not for rent. That's liability. Spending something, and then you will no longer earn from it. So that's liability. Another thing is about asset. Asset is you spend something, and there's money coming back to you. So you're earning from it. Yun, ganun lang siya kasimple. Asset, for example, you bought a tricycle, and then ginawa mong business. Or for example, bumili ka ng apartment for rent. So that's basically asset. You understood the main difference, the basic difference between asset and liability. And for me, the rule of thumb for overseas Filipino workers, especially those who are starting overseas, the first thing that you need to do is to build assets. Apart from settling all your debts, of course, I know that you spend a lot of things, a lot of money before you left the Philippines. So you need to pay all those debts, and after that, start building assets. And that's the only way. That's the only way that you can go home for good. That's the only way that you can fast track your exit, your grand exit from wherever country you are working. Because if you only have cars, if you have only houses, and you don't have anything earning, you don't have any business, okay, anything that is earning something, then you need to work again when you go home, and it's really difficult for you. So I think this is the most powerful, the last part. When you have investments, when you have businesses, then you can survive with your bills. You don't have to worry about your bills. You don't have to worry for so many things when you go home here in the Philippines. Okay, so those are four things. The first is you need to invest in personal development, because you have to admit the fact that you really need to learn a lot of things. You really need to study a lot of things. Number two is you need to hate debts. Stop borrowing as much as possible. Buy in cash when you want to buy a laptop, or when you want to start a business, as much as possible. At least, okay, save something, maybe save 300,000 or 500,000 and do the business. Okay? Hate debts. Number three is prepare for emergency fund, just in case something happened to you. And the last thing is, the most important thing is to have your passive income stream. Okay, so those are the four things that I advise to each and every one of you, so that you can go home for good. Appreciate everyone who are watching right now. I hope that you will be blessed more. Thank you so much for staying here. Thank you so much for your time. And I pray for each and every one of you. May you be blessed abundantly. And may our good Lord keep you safe wherever you are right now. And yun lang. Sana ulit pa kayo ng biyaya at pagpapala. God bless. Bye-bye.